This is the men's room.
Get it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, back to the story. You there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
So anyway, after calling my buddy a queer and telling him to get me a beer and getting elbowed and dirty looks, I followed that with what? He is a homosexual. And then I looked across from me, and the guy was sitting right across from me, and he just put his head down, and he almost started crying.
Oh, God.
Jeez, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that wasn't good.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And to add insult to injury, I felt the need in my drunken state to go apologize to him for being gay.
You apologize
for him being gay?
Like
I was for making the comment, but it didn't help.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah, drunk apologies are always the worst apologies.
Mm-hmm.
A drunk apology just guarantees that the only apology you're going to owe is for the apology you gave.
When the words do you or someone else dirty, 844-999-OLA.
You remember what you said last night? Like, oh, no. I sure don't. Something like, you look beautiful.
My bad.
Hello, Dane. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola.
So about 10 years ago or so, I was working as a line cook in a restaurant, and I'm doing prep in the early afternoon, and the delivery guy comes in. So I have to mention that this delivery guy is an African-American gentleman. So my manager goes over and starts talking to this guy, and they're filling out the invoice and just talking business, whatever. And the manager says, hey, man, how's your day? What's going on? And the guy's like, oh, I got this delivery, I got that delivery, I got a meeting after work, and yada, yada. So my manager blurts out, man, your boss is a real slave driver.
Oh, man.
You could almost hear, like, that turntable scratch like they do in movies, like that in real life.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, exactly. So no words were said. The driver's just giving him the stink eye, and he just takes his copy of the invoice, turns around, and walks out.
When did
your boss did the right? Like, just don't say anything else.
There was a guy. I want to say there was a guy recently. I think he was a basketball announcer or something like that. What did you hear about the story?
Yeah, he's an announcer for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. Was it Westbrook?
Westbrook was on fire, having a great playoff game, and what this guy said was that he was playing out of his cotton picking mind.
Right.
It's just like
so he's got the week off.
Right. It was a scheduled.
He's taking a scheduled vacation with his children. See you maybe in a few weeks.
It's amazing. You know, the people that only have scheduled vacations are people that just got in trouble.
That's it.
Well, at least that guy legit was like, my bad. I need,
right.
You know what? The worst is when the people come back and they go, my vacation was totally scheduled, dude.
Right.
It's totally scheduled. I scheduled it out for a while. Like,
no, you did.
No, you didn't. It's all right.
We get it.
And you never came back, Bill. When did the words do you or someone else dirty? 844-999-OLA.
Hello, Deidre. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola.
Okay, so it's kind of like a twofer in one story. So I was on the first date with my current boyfriend, and we're at a bar. And he goes to the bathroom, and this kid walks up. He's probably maybe like 21, if that. And he walks up to me, and he goes, so, ask me about my social media if I have any. I'm like, nope, don't got one. He goes, so can I have your phone number? I said, no, I have a boyfriend. He goes, oh, don't worry, I'll ask your boyfriend for your phone number. And I said, oh, okay, have fun with that. Well, fast forward, the guy ends up leaving the table, and then my boyfriend asks him, so I heard you have a question to ask me. And he goes, oh, no, never mind, whatever. And so we walk outside, and we catch the guy, like, walking up to his friends, and he goes, ooh, this, bleep, bleep, bleep. And, so Gary pushes him and shoves him, and then his friends come up and puts his hand on his chest, and I was like, hey, you touch him again, I'll skin you alive. The bouncer, stopped, and he looked at me, and he goes, oh, God. Gary looks at me, and he goes, I think I love you. And we got kicked out, of course, because I told him I was going to skin him alive.
You mean you can't threaten to skin people? I can punch you, spit on you, bite you, tickle you,
I think it's fair.
but skin, yeah, that's...
Well, at least he found you attractive. It could have been him. You know?
You realize that the moment you say, I'll skin you alive, he turns around, looks at you, and says, I think you love you. Both of you are crazy. Like, you understand this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's very important.
I think there's a lot of us out there who have never had anyone fight over them, you know?
Well, not threatening or offering to skin someone.
Sorry, man, we had to leave because all these chicks were hitting on me, making my girl jealous. That's why we took off. Really? No, that's a lie. When did words do you or someone else dirty? 844-999-OLA.
Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey there, West Virginia. Give me a herky.
Herky, the house is on fire.
Nice.
What is the kid's name who said Herky? I know who Herky is, but I don't know his brother's name.
Jay.
Poor Jay.
Oh, yeah, poor Jay. I don't even want to tell you what happened to Jay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What, is he alive?
Nope.
Oh, Miles, man, what is it?
You asked.
Awesome.
No, wait a minute. You said, I don't want to tell you what happened to Jay. I don't think we did
He
it.
said what happened. I don't tell you.
Well, I want to know what happened.
I don't think I don't know. It's not good. It wasn't good. It really wasn't good. Anyway, go ahead.
Back to you.
You'd think Keyline would be a little sweeter than this.
Yeah, man. That was bad.
You fellas ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
yeah.
Please, go ahead.
Sorry.
Floor's yours.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We're just thinking about Jay.
Oh, I had a good story about my wife. Remind me of a better one. I'm usually the king of putting my foot in my mouth, but my father-in-law was at the cystic fibrosis benefit that Jay Buhner puts on. You know, it's a big black tie gala, and
Sure.
And he happened to be in the restroom using the urinal, and Jay Buhner pulled into the next urinal next to him. And my father-in-law, being a fan, he's a little guy too. He's about 5'4", and he looks at Jay Buhner and he says, "You're not so big." And Jay Buhner, having a great sense of humor, he peeked over the top of the divider. He says, "Neither are you."
I thought he was going to bring up something about the bone.
And then he's like, God. He goes back, washes his hands, goes back to the table, he's telling everybody. And Jay Buhner went back to his table, and a couple of the mayors are there, and he's pointing at them. They're just laughing. Oh, God. I guess
Jay Buhner is huge. Like, he is a large.
That was my impression.
Large man. He looks like he lifts more now than he did when he played. I mean, that guy is big. That's not a guy you want to piss off.
No. That's why I treat him well if we see him.
When did words do you or someone else dirty? 844-999-OLA.
Next time I see him, I'm not going to tell him, Miles called you a bitch.
Called you the bone.
Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. So I've been married a couple of times, and married to my present wife for 20 years. Great gal. We're married probably a year, and we got in some stupid argument about nothing. And I said, "Listen, why do you have to be such a bitch?" And I used my ex-wife's name. Oh, yeah. It was a little chilly in the house for a few days after that.
Yeah. Say, could you actually feel the temperature drop?
That's the problem, man.
Like the windows ice up like a horror movie, man, and vapor comes out of your mouth.
And days go on. You're just walking around on eggshells for days.
Yeah. She was good. She laughed about it, but she reminded me for quite a while.
Oh, she still reminds you about it now. I bet she still brings it up, doesn't she?
No, she's good. She's pretty cool. I'm pretty
nice. And how did she laugh? Was it like, ha, 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 ha?
Yeah, kind of like that. I'm going to kill you. Like the other guy, I'm going to skin you alive.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When do words do you or someone else dirty? 844-999-OLA.
Hello, Shelby. Welcome to the men's room.
Damn it.
Hola.
Hola.
So, I was in the Navy, and we were stationed on the Stennis over in Bremerton. One of our buddies in the morning, we all get together and muster, and there was my friend and this other girl that was in our division that they kind of were flirting around, and it was kind of unspoken, but everyone kind of knew about it. She was married was the problem, and my friend had a mustache, and he like trimmed it up or something, and she mentioned, she's like, "Oh, your mustache looks really good," and he's like, "Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to keep your hands off me now." And everyone just kind of looks in the direction like, "Oh, I can't believe you just said that." And him being bad with words, he goes, "Yeah, but either could these two." And he looks in the direction of the two lesbians that are in our group. And we're just like, "Oh, man, what are you doing?" You're just digging yourself a grave.
Yeah, well, not the smoothest guy, I'm assuming.
No, he is definitely not the smoothest. He several times has been known for just being really bad with words and digging himself further into the hole.
Yeah, it sounds that way.
But he's got a fine mustache.
Right. That's what I was just thinking. Like, you're attracted to a guy with a mustache?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, why
I had the same struggle.
Like, why would you think that? First of all, like, she knew she had it for the guy, but like, why would you? I don't know. Like, especially, I'm assuming that's a younger group of individuals.
I'm guessing, sure,
based on the language used. Yeah. I just can't imagine that you'd look at someone and go like, "Yeah, mustache, I'm hot for that."
But not
and
why? Ooh, that mustache looks good.
I don't know, man. I feel like mustaches are kind of back.
Really? But do they look good?
Right, that's the difference.
I mean,
they
if you can pull one off.
But do they look good? Because guys are rocking the mustache. And I'll say this about most of the guys I see with a mustache. It's about 50-50. Some people are built to have a mustache, right? And you look at them and you go like, it makes sense on your face. Carry on. Other guys like, look, I know you're happy you can grow facial hair, but that's all this mustache says.
Well, my buddy Lance, his looks good, but he's a fireman, so it fits.
Right.
I met a random Jeff a couple weeks ago.
Jeff?
And I was like, Jeff, that is a damn good mustache.
Oh, yeah?
Jeff.
All right.
Yeah. Jeff's married, got kids.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Just a random
all
old
because
Jeff.
of the mustache.
Is that what he said?
No. I just assumed that because it looked that good on him.
Okay. But see.
And every time I saw him, I went, Jeff, with the mustache.
That's how you know if you have a good mustache. If you have a good mustache, people tell you, that's a hell of a mustache. If no one says anything about your mustache, it's just not a good-looking mustache, right?
Yeah, now you're just rocking a mustache.
Yeah, you have a mustache, but you don't have any business having a mustache.
Yeah.
And that's really what it, like most people, if someone's attractive, they generally know it because they've gone through their life with people telling them that they're attractive, right? Mm-hmm. People that are ugly, you only know you're ugly because no one's ever said you're attractive. Not because everyone comes up and says, I'm sitting across the bar, I saw you grabbing a drink, and I felt compelled to come over here and let you know you're the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life.
People
you just don't
people
do it.
tell you you're ugly, though, in nicer ways.
Well,
yeah, like the comment section on Facebook.
Yeah, or like, man, you got a hell of a personality. I bet you got no issue meeting women.
Yeah.
Thanks, champ.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
When did words do you or someone else dirty? We've got your emails on the way from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bichola. You have entered the Men's Room.
Our question, when did words do you or someone else dirty? Here come those emails from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com.
You've got mail.
All of it is not so much words did me dirty, but an emoji. My nut job of a cousin decided to Facebook message the entire family about how she and her dumbass husband are getting a divorce and how it's going to affect their kids, blah, blah, blah. Well, me being the tech-savvy genius I am, I unknowingly hit the thumbs up emoji. And 2 minutes later, my wife hits me saying, look what you just did. In my state of panic, I hit the thumbs up again, thinking it'll erase the first one. Instead, I double thumbsed up the message. Seen by everyone. Thanks, guys. That from Ray. Guys, back in 2006, cousin's wedding. I get blackout drunk at the reception. My dad had to carry me back to the hotel. I passed out in my parents' room after puking in the elevator, down the hallway, and on the outside of their room door. Sometime in the middle of the night, I woke up, walked over to the corner of the room, and started to pee. In my head, I'm back at home, and I'm in my bathroom. So when my mom started yelling at me, asking me what the hell I was doing, I yelled back saying, shut the F up, Mom. I'm peeing. Get the hell out of my bathroom. Well, I finished up and drunkenly stumbled back to bed. The next thing I know, I'm woken up by my dad punching me in the back and hauling my still drunk ass out of bed. He shoved me out of the room, threw my pants at me, and said, your ass is grass the next morning. Well, that next morning, I was informed that I had peed in my mom's suitcase all over her clothes and everything. The worst part is my mom said I reminded her of her alcoholic father and broke her heart.
Oh, geez.
She still cries whenever I try to bring it up, and I have to laugh because, come on, it was 12 years ago. That from Jesse the Body.
Damn, man.
What up, guys? There was this woman I met in school when I was in graduate school. She was in medical school, smart, athletic, ran track at Stanford, very attractive. She was a very serious Grateful Dead fan, and she documented all 40 concerts she went to and had a huge collection of Dead concert items and listened to the albums almost daily, along with her clothing and posters. I was not a fan, but I became one. Well, after 16 months of dating and nothing nearing sex outside of the regular kiss, she decided she was ready to have sex with me, saying that you're the person I want to be with. Yeah, Ted, I waited that long. She was a total package. Well, we're naked. Things are going great. Honestly, I was thinking I could marry her. She's smart, beautiful, all that. As the background noise was on, I left the TV on. And in the middle of our encounter, newsflash, Jerry Garcia had passed. She jumped off me, started screaming, not thinking and trying to be funny. I said, it's going to be 6 months before deadheads find out. He's dead. Asked her to come back to bed. She got dressed, never spoke to me again. I never saw her again outside of walking around campus, but she avoided me. So if you're ever at a local hospital and the doctor is attractive with tattooed colored bears around her wrist, tell her I'm sorry. Love the show.
Oh, dang.
On the first date with what later became my second wife, we ended up back at my place to watch a movie. This was before Netflix. We were watching a DVD. I think we made it through the opening credits of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Before we started doing our thing. Given it was our first date, I did what I could do to bring my A game. Oh, well, a few hours into it there, and she's on her third one. I sat up and said, wow, you really are easy. Luckily, it only took her a couple of seconds before she realized I was referencing our earlier conversation about her ability to have multiple fun there, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Not that she was easy. Hello, gentlemen. A number of years back, a guy I know was having some medical problems. On a Wednesday before Easter, he went to the doctor for tests. When I saw him later that day, I said, so, you're not going to die yet? It was in a joking way. That was kind of the relationship we had. Saturday, he went to the hospital, had a stroke, and passed away.
Oh.
That guy was my dad. R.I.P., Dad.
Eesh.
That from Mark. My words to me journey when I was 21. I went to a party, got really drunk. Somehow, me and some girl started talking crap to each other, which escalated quickly to me calling her and her mom all kinds of names, not knowing her mom had passed away 1 month before. To make it worse, about 1 year later, I go to the bar and see this smoking hot bartender. Get the courage to ask her out. She replies, you really don't remember me. You called me and my mom all kinds of names at that party about a year ago. I didn't even really want to serve you when I saw you walk in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, insert foot and mouth. Thanks, guys. That from KJ. Working as a plumber back in Australia, working on a blocked septic tank, and the boss tells me, pull the lid, find out what was causing all the problems. After the crap flowed on through, the owner of the house asked, well, what was it? And I replied, sir, you've got to stop flushing your condoms down the toilet. He turns white and says, I don't use condoms.
Uh-oh.
I turned red and packed up as quick as I've ever have, and we didn't charge the guy. Poor guy found out his wife was doing the dirty on him from a smart-ass plumber. It's how he found out. 2 weeks later, the house was on the market.
Damn.
Guys, I was talking to my guys at work about some piece of equipment
That's heavy, man.
that had broken down because they screwed up. These guys are always asking for new gear, so I explained to them that this is why we never buy any, because they don't take care of what we have. I told them that when your kid wraps a Camaro around a tree, you don't go buy a Corvette. I completely forgot about the guy whose kid hit a telephone pole the previous year and killed his sister, who was riding with him. I am awesome.
Did you see one of the last ones that just came in, Miles?
No, read it.
I'm vacation in San Diego. We're in Carlsbad, which I guess is a very nice area of San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
She's admiring the dog next to her at the stoplight that's perfectly groomed. A car pulls up to her on the other side with a cute dog, but as she says, not as nicely groomed. She says, you don't belong in this neighborhood. I realized it was a person of color. She's just staring back at her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Aren't you glad you're not
I know, and I get it because she's talking to the dog, so it seemed really funny, but there's no coming back from that.
That is bad.
He's just looking like, you don't belong in this neighborhood.
We got some comments here as well. It says, when I was a server, I once asked a lady how far along she was. With a tear in her eye, she let me know that she just miscarried. Now I never ask.
Oh, God.
I was at work one day, had a huge migraine headache, so in front of a lady that I worked with, I said, man, if I had a gun, I'd blow my brains out right now. Now, the problem is her son had committed suicide a year before. Just like that. Oops. A friend's ex passed away. My first words out of my mouth were, she just had her teeth fixed. Are they going to make the family pay for it? I did not realize what they were saying. Yeah. And what is this said? I made a joke one guy to a guy, and I said, yeah, I was just talking to your sister in the shower the other day about that very same subject. The guy then proceeds to roll up his sleeve and show me the tattoo from elbow to wrist of his sister that passed away at age 16.
How about a few extra emails from the men's room at mensroomlive.com?
You've got mail. You've got mail.
All the bitches, can we get your penis is too small in a weed week for our nephew Jace, who was born this morning, from Carrie, Christina, Tim, and Brandon. Thanks, guys. All the bitches, my son Zayden turns 4 today, and I know he would like a what the F is that, bro? From his dad, mom, and sissy. Happy birthday, you turd bucket. Thanks, fellas. Love the show. That from Nick.
Oh my God, what the is that, bro?
All the bicholos, it's my dad's birthday. How about a big old bong hit? Thanks, guys. Love you. Happy Weed Week. That from Cassidy.
Weed Week.
Oh, Bitches, happy birthday to my drinking buddy Brian, a.k.a. Bangley. He turns a big 2-5 today, and that's how many beers I plan on drinking as well. Love the show, guys. Keep on rocking. How about a your penis is too small? And some dirty Germans. That from Tony, the Mavs fan.
Yeah, I saw your ass. I'd like to give it a review. 2 thumbs in.
Yeah, happy birthday, Bangley. This is what I'm going to do to you later.
Happy birthday to my lovely wife, Laura. Give her a Joey Chestnut and an Alan Thicke. That was fun. That from Chris. Thanks, guys.
Joey Chestnut!
That's fun.
Guys, yesterday was my son's birthday. Today is my wife's birthday. Could you give my beautiful wife, Megan, a happy birthday shout-out and have Mike say one of those no arm, no leg jokes? Thanks, guys. That from Levi. Mike, you got one of those man with no arms, no legs?
Off the top of my head, what do you call a man with no arms, no legs in a fireplace?
In a fireplace, what?
Bernie.
Oh, so quick with it.
Today we are celebrating my brother from another mother, Elliot's 30-30 down here in Las Vegas. Can my man get a Leroy Jenkins and an original fish sandwich? Thanks, guys. Rock on. That from Zack Attack.
Fish sandwich.
Guys, little turtle wax with your penis is too small in the paws for my 35th birthday. Thanks. Enjoy the show. That from Terry in Manhattan, Kansas. Today's my buddy Ryan Johnson, a.k.a. Girth's birthday, 36. He's the biggest pothead ever, smokes weed like it's crack. He was born with a pipe attached to his lip. Wish him a happy birthday with a bong rip and some dirty Germans talking about girth. Thanks, bitches. Appreciate it. That from Peter.
Yeah, I have another girthy pipe for you to keep up to your mouth.
Yeah, you like girth? Maybe I'll show you your last name. It is Johnson.
Konnichiwa, bitches from Okinawa, Japan. Navy Corpsman here. Been taking you guys with me for 9 years now from the Middle East to Asia. Thank you guys for bringing a slice back home wherever I go. Can I get a cut that bitch off? Next caller. Yes, it is my birthday. That from the Sea Mexican.
Cut that bitch off. Next call.
Guys, today's our friend and coworker Greg's birthday. Being a high school auto teacher in Buckley, he has the stature and looks of Ted, just add glasses. How about a barber shop fish sandwich? Happy birthday, Greg. Love the show.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Ooh, yeah.
I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night.
Gentlemen, happy birthday to my husband, Ricardo. Took me 40-some years to find the perfect man, but was well worth the wait. I wanted to wish my hubby a happy birthday with an original fish sandwich and the dirty Germans talking about how the Green Bay Packers suck. Thanks, guys. That from Becky.
Fish sandwich.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers do lots of things, mostly pack. I assume they suck too.
Yeah, mostly they suck because that AA Ron cannot stay healthy.
Guys, wonder if you could possibly give my dad, David Sebastian, a birthday shout-out. He's been a dedicated listener for as long as I can remember, and I know he would love it. Thanks, and have a good one, guys. That from Kyrie. How about a your penis is too small? Even though she didn't ask for that. I want to wish my good friend of mine, Kathleen Crouch, a happy 50th trip around the sun. We call her Kit Kat for short, Kit K for short. Can you give her an original barbershop fish sandwich, please? Thanks, guys. That from the JJ, the frozen Mexican in Omaha.
Can I get a fish sandwich? Oh, you know I gotta eat right. Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? And put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
And finally, Miles, can I make a birthday request? I would love to wish my good buddy and drinking friend, Buddy Brian, a very happy 50th. I'm sure he would love to hear you all talk all over each other about how underpaid and underappreciated cooks are in the restaurant industry. That from Dan, the truck guy at Como. Well, first Dan,
of course they're underpaid.
But
don't let that stop you from putting semen in the mashed potatoes. Most people don't know that. There's a little better consistency.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, bitches.
Y'all's the Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world-famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Bad jokes on the way. Send those bad jokes to us via the email at themensroom@mensroomlive.com. Also, we'll take them on Twitter if you follow us there at Men's Room Live. But first, I think we need to go back in time to the last time we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time.
Time. Ship shape, ship short, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, ship shape, ship sit, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, sit silently.
3 times fast.
Ship shape, ship short, ship shape, sit silently, ship short, sit, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, sit silently.
1.
Ship shape, ship short, ship shape, sit silently, ship short, sit, ship shape, ship silently, ship short, sit silently.
2.
Ship shape.
So close last week, we tried again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win, and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Oh, there. Good time. Oh, man, we have played last night.
Oh, man.
Coming up with different rhymes and riddles for Ted versus the FCC. But lo and behold, once again, we came in and there was a listener-submitted email.
If we had known that, we would not have worked so hard or so long last night.
But the drugs were good and the company was excellent, so at least we had that going for us. But by the way, if you'd like to play a little You versus the FCC, download the Men's Room app. Basically, Robin takes each one of these submissions and then puts them up there.
Nervously.
So, honest to God, I mean, as soon as you hear them, you can almost play them. So download the Men's Room app now and play You versus the FCC. This one comes our way from Uvalde, Texas. UVALDE, and John Ramirez.
All right, John Ramirez in Uvalde.
Down in Texas. And he says, I know that Miles and Thrill work way, way, way late into the night.
Thank you for recognizing
with
that.
new ones, because they're hard-working people.
Right.
But maybe they can use this if they're desperate enough. Okay. Thank you, John. We appreciate it. Really do. This week's Ted versus the FCC goes something like this. Who slit the sheets? The sheets are slit. Whoever slit the sheets is a good sheet slitter. The way we do Ted versus the FCC is you need to read that one time through, then 3 times fast.
All right. Who slit the sheets? The sheets are slit. Whoever slit the sheets is a good sheet slitter.
3 times fast.
Who slit the sheets? The sheets are slit. Who slit the sheets is a good sheet slitter.
1.
Who slit the sheets? The sheets are slit. Who slit the sheets is a good sheet slitter.
2.
Who slit the sheets? The sheets are slit. Whoever slit the sheets is a good sheet slitter.
3.
Yay, nay.
Yeah. Oh, I got a joke. Oh. Yeah.
Everybody hands up.
All right, a win in Ted versus the FCC. This was easy. Oh, my God. All right, let's go with the bad jokes, bitches. 844-999-OLA. You can send the bad jokes to the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. Bad jokes on the way. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
We return to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Bad joke time, 844-999-OLA. And away we go with the bad jokes.
Hello, Marina. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hi.
Hola.
Hi. Happy Friday.
Hola.
Hi. Okay, here's my joke. Ready?
Okay.
What do you call a chicken staring at a piece of lettuce?
What do you call a chicken staring at a piece of lettuce?
Chicken Caesar salad.
All right. Hello, Todd. Welcome to Bad Joke Friday.
Hola.
So, first off, I'd like to wish you guys a happy holiday.
Thank you.
Happy holiday for everybody. All right, and what I'd like to lead off with is, what is Irish favorite letter?
R.
Nay, 'tis the C.
All right.
All right. Have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, Bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Stephen Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 48-year-old David Jeffers of Stockton, England. Now, David met a woman online very specifically for sex. Now, one of her particular sexual fantasies was to have a loaded gun placed in her vagina. Not making that was her big thing. This is kind of why they started talking to each other. But unlike most Brits, David actually happened to own a gun. Now, sure, it was an antique pistol, but it would do. He even texted, and I quote, he's got dat ting you want up here. I swear to God, that's what it is. Dat ting you want up here. That's part of it. Well, at some point during their, quote, drink and drug-fueled sex session, the gun fired inside of her vagina. Oh. Now, she survived, but she suffered, and I quote, life-changing internal injuries. I'll bet she did. David, by the way, he was sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. The judge was lenient because he did note David did not have any ill intent when the gun went off. And believe it or not, most of his charges stem from owning the gun.
Yeah.
Because that's how they roll in England. So all of that went down, and they're like, yeah, it's the having a gun thing we have a problem with. And yes, the woman sustained life-changing internal injury.
I bet she did.
Yeah. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bichola! Let's get to caller 9 on the line right now, 844-999-OLA. Profile this coming up in minutes.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.